In our previous video, we learned about biomass. We also learned that parts of biomass which are used to produce energy are called as biofuels. One type of biofuel is biogas. It is a gaseous fuel made up of mixture of gases, mainly methane. Large-scale production of biogas is done in biogas plants. Today, let us see other types of biofuels like ethanol and biodiesel, which are liquid fuels. Let us first see ethanol. Ethanol is a type of alcohol that can be produced using any plants containing significant amount of sugar, such as corn, soya bean, rapeseed, sugarcane and sugar beets, or it can also be produced from plants containing starch such as maize and wheat. We all know, students, sugar can be directly fermented with yeast to alcohol, that is, to ethanol. But when starch is converted into alcohol, it first needs to be converted to sugar and then it gets converted into alcohol. The fermentation process is similar to that used to make wines or beer, and pure ethanol is obtained by distillation at the end of this process. Ethanol can be burnt in nearly pure form in slightly modified spark ignition engines. Yes, students, in order to use ethanol instead of petrol, the design of engines have to be slightly modified. But students, one problem associated is that ethanol is very corrosive and hence it corrodes the metal used to make engines and the parts and other components. So, as an alternative, ethanol is mixed with petrol to produce a more bio-friendly fuel. When mixed with petrol, it improves the combustion performance and also lowers the emissions of carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide. It also reduces corrosive property of ethanol. The next is biodiesel, which is another important fuel produced from leftover food products like vegetable oils and animal fats. Biodiesel can be blended with traditional diesel or burnt in its pure form. Although its energy content is somewhat less than that of the diesel, but still, it may be thought as a substitution for gasoline or diesel in many models of automobiles. Students, biodiesel can be derived from a wide range of oils including rapeseed, soya bean, palm, coconut or jatropha oils, and therefore the resulting fuels can display a greater variety of physical properties than ethanol. Now students, let us see some advantages and disadvantages of using biomass as a source of energy. Let us first see its advantages. The first and the foremost advantage is that biomass is an inexhaustible energy source because we will always grow more trees and crops, and vegetable waste or animal waste will always exist. So, it is an inexhaustible source of energy. It is also a clean source of energy as it burns without smoke and residues like ash. Biomass is easily available throughout the world. The residue from biomass plants can be used as manure. So there is no wastage and it is an excellent way to get rid of organic waste. Now let us see disadvantages. Yes, students, although biomass is a clean, inexhaustible, renewable source of energy, it has certain limitations. Some of them are biofuel like ethanol produced from biomass is not as energy efficient as petrol or diesel. If the biomass is directly burnt, it may contribute to global warming and increased emissions due to incomplete combustion of these energy forms. This may cause environmental pollution. The main ingredient of biogas is methane, which is harmful to environment. Biomass is a relatively expensive source for generating energy, both in terms of producing biogas and converting it into ethanol. Also, the transport is difficult as compared to other sources of energy. So students, in this video, we have learned about biomass and biofuels such as biogas, ethanol and biodiesel. We also learned how they are produced and how they are used. We have also gone through merits and demerits of using biomass fuels. Like, even though biomass is an inexhaustible, clean and renewable source of energy, it is less energy efficient and costly as compared to other forms of energy. In case of incomplete combustion, it may cause global warming and other environmental hazards. In the next video, we will know about the other alternative source of energy, that is wind energy.